The Condensed Story of My Life by Kiannaluv21. Forgive my drawings because they're absolutely terrible. I was born in 1989 in Norfolk, Virginia. It's spelled Norfolk, but we pronounce it Norfolk. If you say folk, we know you're not from here. Anyways, I have an older brother, younger sister, mom, dad, and biological father. My nationality is Black American, Irish, German, and Blackfoot Native American. Growing up, I had eczema really bad. It started at 5 years old. I had patches of skin that were pitch black, scabby, itchy, bleeding because I scratched a lot, cracked, and quite frankly, gross to look at. Yeah, it was everywhere. I witnessed my sister's birth at age 6. I was fascinated because I was the child that loved to watch birth and surgery videos on TLC all the time. She was so cute, and yeah, she still is. She's very beautiful now. You should see her. Since second or third grade, I would keep journals and also one particular notebook that I would use to plan my behaviors, attitude, and thinking for the next school year. I analyzed myself a lot to determine how I should carry myself. Yeah, this is still back in the day when I cared about what people thought about me. Silly me. But I didn't know no better. My preparation helped me develop as a person. However, it never stopped me from being picked on the following school year. Yeah, they were rough on me. Y'all were, if y'all remember. As a kid, young girl, under the age of, let's say 13, I used to dress up a lot. I even painted my body silver and ran around the house scaring my brother. I enjoyed this very much. And I don't have a silver marker, so we're going to use blue. Thanks. I was always reading and writing and won tons of awards for it, and my mom still has them to this day. Thanks, Mom. I have great friends to this day that I've known since childhood. Kara, Marissa, and Monica. They never cared about my skin, made me laugh, and loved me for me, and I'm thankful. I really am, you guys. I was self-conscious, had low self-esteem because of my skin, and you just made me feel beautiful. You never judged me or anything, and I'm really grateful for that. Don't cry. At age 12, I let my mom and her friend talk me into getting a wave nouveau, which basically looks like a frickin' Jerry curl. I wasn't hip to Jerry curls, so I didn't know my fate at school. They tried to eat me alive, y'all. I let it grow out and saw my natural hair. I realized it was the same texture as the wave nouveau, curly, so I liked it. However, I did go through a phase of hair dyes and weaves, but that's later. At 14, my mom started homeschooling me. I also got a work permit and started working in hospitality. During my homeschool years, I spent a lot of time with adults ages 30 to 90, so you can say I matured quickly. At age 16, the eczema spread to 85% of my body, and I finally got the right medication for it, so it's all gone now. I also went back to public school. I scored above average on my entrance exams and had to endure my peers again. At 18, I graduated high school and got certified as a webmaster. So yeah, that's what I do. I also met Swiss Beats that year. He was really cool. I then moved to Baltimore, Maryland to live with my biological father. It was just like the show The Wire. We lived on the street they talk about on the show, but nobody messed with me. I have found out it was because I didn't fit in. I never blended in well. They thought I was the cops. I would just walk to the subway for work all dressed up and not talk to anyone. I later moved back in with my mom and dad, and that's when I got into YouTube. I made a video tutorial on sewing weaves, and from that I got a request to show my tongue in the video. I thought it was silly and flicked my tongue in the camera to the beat of an MIA song. It got over 17,000 views. I found out there were a lot of people with tongue fetishes, so, cha-ching. At 19, I moved out and traveled a little. I ended up moving to Ohio, don't ask why, and got 2 baby Rottweilers. They were so precious and smart. After a couple of months, there was a parvo outbreak in the neighborhood, and they caught the virus. They died a horrible death with blood coming out of every orifice. I tried keeping them alive with the IVs the vet gave me, but that didn't help. I was so depressed, I cried like a baby. I continued posting YouTube videos and started getting paid for them. I also started getting into the world of fetishes. I made all kinds of fetish videos, from eating a sandwich to blowing my nose to wiggling my toes, and made a profit from it. I even had slaves, but honestly, I couldn't get into it. I gained a lot of weight and started working out. I lost 40 pounds and posted my journey on YouTube, so definitely go check that out. A year after my pups died, I moved and got a blue pit bull puppy. He was the sweetest pit bull ever and very protective of me. I named him Blue because that was the only name he would respond to. I documented some good times with him on YouTube and got millions of views. I moved later, and the landlord there, after a month, said I couldn't keep a pit bull. I was so hurt and gave him to my then boyfriend. Yeah, the boyfriend at the time. Okay, so we broke up, and I haven't seen Blue since, in case you were wondering. I'm fit, single, and no puppy, just on my YouTube and fetish grind because it was really paying off. Then I met E. Let's call him E. I met E at the library. He was very attentive, funny, and sweet. Little did I know, his charisma was all an act. After some time, I moved in with him, and he started to change. He would accuse me of cheating. He was critical and controlling. He didn't like me going out, didn't like my friends, so I cut them off. I just wanted that sweet man back, so I compromised or submitted. And it got really bad, so I moved out and endured some hard times, so bad that I had to come back. I was very depressed, lost tons of weight. Yeah, tons. And I was like a size 0 or smaller. He was cheating on me and abusing me verbally. Then it got physical. One day in February, he tried to kiss me, but we don't kiss. He didn't even know how. So I made this face, and he got mad and started throwing my stuff out the window. When that didn't get a rise out of me, trust me, this wasn't the first time it's happened. He started punching me, slammed me on the floor, and started kicking me. I was so thin and weak, I couldn't do anything about it. He eventually stopped, and I threw on my coat and shoes and left. I didn't have anywhere to go and started losing it mentally. I was basically homeless for days. No food, no sleep, and becoming manic. I really just snapped. I came back and he wasn't there, and I was suicidal. I set the house on fire and laid on the bed inhaling smoke. Of course, I couldn't take much of that and climbed onto the fire escape. Firemen showed up and I wouldn't go to them. I wouldn't let them help me for some time. The look in the firefighter's eyes was awful, like he wanted to cry. He kept pleading with me, and I finally gave in and let him carry me down. I wouldn't say a word though for months. They took me to the hospital, and since I wouldn't talk, they put me on the psych floor. My parents showed up and scared and confused. I wouldn't talk to them. I was arrested for aggravated arson. When I was in jail, I found out that some of the women started a rumor about me saying I was in a cult and referenced my tattoos that say silence and focus. They said my instructions were, to be silent and focus. Focus on what? I swear, bitches make up the stupidest shit. I was sent to a mental hospital after being observed by psychiatrists, and I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. The people there were very interesting, but no one was crazy. They had mental illnesses, but they also had feelings and personalities. They were human. I learned a lot there. I started talking again, I gained weight, and was really ready to face the music. I went back to jail to deal with my case, which explains the extra mugshot. Yeah, check that out. My mugshots were a mess, but of course, I had vicious bunkies or bunkmates and cool ones. When I first got there, they all wanted me to sing for them, and I did. It was nice. I was there for over 4 months. I slept and read a lot and gained a lot of weight. Had a bunkie that was a lesbian, tall, and tattoos on her face. She liked to, slap my ass. I'd tell her to stop and she'd do it again. Other than that, she was cool. I was found NGRI, or not guilty by reason of insanity, meaning at the time of the crime, I was not in my right mind. So no, I didn't go to prison, and no, I wasn't charged. I was then sent back to the mental hospital for treatment. I met a lot of great people there. They had a barber and stylist, yoga and circuit training classes, art classes, therapy of all kinds. I had my wits about me, so I got out of there a lot quicker than most. All of this took about 2 years, and now I'm back and I brought about 40 pounds with me. So yeah, now I'm working on losing weight again. Yep, eating was my main comfort during that time. Can you blame me? Being away for so long had its positives, though. My family and I are very close now. I didn't turn to them before, but now I realize they've always been there for me and always will. Also, I continue to generate an income from YouTube, while I was in jail in the hospital, of course. So I'm pretty comfortable financially now. So I have family, true friends, money, and happiness. There's really nothing else I need. I'm content. Thank you for watching, and thanks, YouTube. Yeah, check it out. Look at my thumb. It bends all the way back like that. Ugh. Ugh. Check it out. Check it out. Ow. I like it a lot. Bye.